Hey guys, it's Klassicalkill here, back with another episode of Silver to Diamond. I did have a rough string of games. I played 4 games and lost 4 in a row, and they were due to some weird, odd circumstances to face me. I won't let him get away from me. So it does look like... Looks like I got late invaded actually, which is really interesting. That just sometimes solo queue can throw in your face. One, I was facing this Smurf jungler that absolutely destroyed me. Dude had a 16 KDA with a 97% win rate. I've never seen a Smurf so hard. Like, he was playing Zac too, which also hard counters by. So it was really hard. And then the 2 other games that I lost, I was a little tilted from the other 2 games, so I played a bit worse. These last couple games I played to get back to where we were, I hard carried them. MVPs all around, lots of kills. It's got me thinking, I think like the Bruiser playstyle for Vi is just ultimately better because you can soak up so much damage. And once you have your 2 core items, you're so strong that people can't even fight you anymore. Just a little shout out to the Jax that I played with. There's this one game where he let me take jungle and we won the game together in this game right here. So thanks, Jax. Thanks for the sub as well. And hopefully you enjoy the content on the channel. Stick around. Maybe you might find that you enjoy playing Vi jungle. Now, with all that said and done, let's get into the review. Okay, so here we are in game. And we're up against a Hecarim. And versus Hecarim, typically, you want to just match where he paths so you can counter gank him. Or what you can do is invade him on the side that he doesn't start on, because he most likely is going to full clear. And if you can take his camps away from him, you can set him behind. Now here, we catch the Olaf out because Ashe passive, of course, is slowing the Olaf so he can't run away. He should have used his ghost to get away from Ashe arrows, but he used it a little bit too late. And at the last second there, I get my recall off before Hecarim stops me. If he had stopped me there, I actually would have been like really behind, because I started Q in order to follow up with the Ashe arrows so that we could secure the kill on the Olaf. So here I'm just paying attention to where Hecarim starts, and I'm going to try to match where he goes. Me and the bot lane, I asked for a hard leash so that they can help me get on the map. I'm just going to smite the blue buff so it doesn't take me a long time to clear it. I see that Hecarim starts his blue late, so I'm a little bit ahead of him in tempo. So instead of going and clearing up after I clear my Gromp, I'm like, since Hecarim is really behind on his clear, I'm going to go through here and take his red buff, and his red buff is going to give me level 3. Then I can go behind, take his Krugs, and then gank bot lane. That was my idea. I'll just speed this up for you guys. So I come down here. I don't see quite the opportunity yet to go. I probably should have went now, in hindsight, because the wave is not as big. It's more evened out, and they both have low mana. Well, Alex's still full resources, and Ashe is looking healthy as well. But I think I go after I finish these Krugs. And the main reason is for the Hecarim, right? I wanted to steal the camps away from Hecarim. And now I'm pinging to go in. Alistair sees me. He flash Qs. He doesn't quite get in position to W the Kaisa backwards. But it's okay. Like, I didn't lose anything there. I actually gained everything that I could possibly gain. So I see Hecarim coming here, wanting to like invade me because he sees that I invaded him. So Alistair comes over here. I Q over, hit the Hecarim. And then I make a big mistake. When Fizz actually held on to everything here, so I thought we could fight him together, me and Ashe, but he actually bursts me down really quickly. And I flash, but it's too late because his W and his Ignite is already applied on me. And he gets a kill on me. But you're gonna find a common theme with Fizz. Like, look at the wave state he left his lane in. He's losing so much minions here. Sindri kind of feels compelled to start pushing in the wave, even though she doesn't have to. Like, she had the wave in a good spot, and now it's kind of in a bad spot for her, but she's gonna have to try to push out this wave. Okay, she has minion dematerializer to speed up the clear on the cannon, so she's gonna get a really nice reset. The thing about roaming like that is you're going to eventually lose an experience if you keep doing that, because you're gonna lose minion waves, and experience in the early game is worth like 10 times more than gold. So even though Fizz did get 2 kills in the bot lane, like Syndra is literally like 11 CS up on her. And as I come back over here, Hecarim, instead of going back to his jungle because his entire jungle is cleared, he invades me, and he actually makes it on time to smite steal my red buff. I didn't have smite quite up yet because I used it on my Krugs. I probably should have thought about that a little bit more. It was like a minor mistake that I made, but it wasn't the end of the world. Like, I stole 2 of his camps, he stole back 1 of mine. Like, it's not the worst. Now, if he was really smart, he would come here and try to contest me on my Raptors, because Fizz has a huge lead on Syndra here. If they coordinated an attack on my Raptors here, I would actually die. I wouldn't be able to do anything, because you see Fizz has a blasting one. My Syndra is still in lane, has not based yet, and he's really strong. He's level 5, has double buffs. So if they pinged together to attack me on my Raptors, I probably would have been screwed. But that didn't happen. So I suspect that Hecarim went back to his top side, so I decided to go for this crab right here. And I think I'm right. Yes, he decides to go for his top side and pat down. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab the free crab here. I grabbed the top side crab. Oh no, he grabbed the top side crab, and I grabbed the bot side crab. So, and because I presume that he's not here, I'm like, okay, let me go for his Krugs here. The only downside is I have to wait for this wave to pass, because if I try to pass over here, the minion wave will actually see me. You see this? So to avoid that, I have to queue over across. But I believe that I get spotted on a ward somewhere. I get spotted on the ward on the dragon, in the dragon pit. So Fizz rotates over, and he hits the blasting plant, and I realize, oh shoot, I'm screwed now. I try to go this way, because that's like the closest escape I have, but it doesn't work out. Like, I get heavily punished for trying to do this invade here. It's really unfortunate, because I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling kids. No, I mean, I would have gotten away with it if there was no ward here. If it wasn't for that meddling ward, I would have got away with it. But it's okay. Like, I'm not losing anything. I still have my my camps to come back to. And again, Syndra's just getting us leagues ahead of the Fizz because of the experience she's getting. Like, she's level 6, Fizz is still not level 6 yet. He's level 5. She's got so much experience on him. It's kind of disgusting, the lead she's gotten. And this is actually really bad here, but she does trade. But ultimately, this is a net loss for Lowy, because she's going to lose all these minions in experience, and Olaf is going to have a sizable lead against her. So I see that there's pressure mid lane and bot lane, and my bot lane actually gets a kill on the Kai'Sa, which is really nice. So I start the dragon. I see Faith's pathing over to me, so I'm trying to save my Q. I don't want to use Q on the dragon here, just in case they rotate over and I need to get out really quickly. I see him throw his ultimate out from Fog of War. He misses me, and I try to Q out. I Q towards my Alistar and Ashe. My Syndra rotates. Hecarim does get the dragon here, but we turn. I go onto the Hecarim here. I'm really low. For me to come back into the fight, I need to wait for my Q, right? So I can't go in against the Fizz right now. So I'm just waiting for my Q, trying to stay in close range so I can follow up with the Syndra. Try to cut off his escape maybe, but he's very slippery as he is a Fizz. His E comes back up, and now we can't kill him anymore. So we do lose the dragon. But we do have a tempo lead because Hecarim died, and my Syndra is full HP, full resources, while has to reset here. See how he's put in like a really bad position for going for all these roams that are not timely? If you want to roam as a mid laner, you first have to beat your mid laner. If you just leave your lane, you will lose experience and you'll just get outscaled. So here, this is kind of a rough gank to go for because Alistar is so low HP. Even though Ashe is level 6 here, it's like very questionable to go for. I'm not level 6 either. I think I get level 6 after this. And I'm thinking to go here, but I'm like, it's too risky. Rift Herald is up. Like, there's so much that could go wrong. And then Alistar just comes in, just destroys the Nami here. So that was wonderfully played by him. So I'm pathing towards the Rift Herald. I pinged the Alawi that I'm going to come for it. And we see Hecarim in the bot side, completely neglecting the most important objective in the game. In my opinion, at least. And I think, okay, since I know Hecarim is on the bot side right now, I have time to just clear my top side and then go for Rift Herald. Maybe look for a play onto the Fizz. So I pinged my Krugs, Raptors, play for on Fizz, and then my plan is to go to Rift Herald. So I did like some internal planning here. I also have my level 6 here, so if Fizz tries to go in on the Syndra, I can just counter gank him. If there's no play mid lane, like if Syndra gets to shove in the wave for free again, like look at this Fizz roaming, like you see this, then I can freely go to Rift Herald without anyone stopping me. See how Syndra is freely able to rotate over and help me do this? Olaf kills the Alawi. And then very greedily stays. I was thinking about going over there, but I'm like, there's no way he's just going to let me run at him and kill him, right? So I decided to go for Rift first. And then he goes and greeds for plates. And I'm like, okay, if he's going to greed for plates, I'm going to go and go top lane and kill him. So normally I would never go up against Olaf like this. But because he's so low HP, I can actually fight him here, even if he's 2 levels up on me. I missed my Q, which is really, really bad. So now I'm forced to use my R to kill him. And there's no way I'm letting this guy actually live. I'm going to get his shutdown here. And then I was thinking about using Rift topside. Oh, and then I do like a nice little flash here to avoid the Hecarim trying to kill me. I had a suspicion, sneaking suspicion, he would try to come into my topside jungle here and try to take my red buff. So I try to pull him in the bush just to scout him out first. I land my Q auto E on him. I try to come back into smite steal it, but he gets it instead. And then Ashe lands a nice arrow onto the Hecarim from across the map, which is kind of insane. And I thought that my Alawi was going to be here a little bit sooner, so I was okay to just follow up off of it. And I try to cue him back towards my Alawi, so it'd be I'd be safer trying to do this. And now I don't have anything. The only thing I can kill him with are my auto attacks. And Hecarim has his W and his Q coming up, so I actually lose. I die here. So she flash and hits him to kill him. And it's a 1-for-1 trade. Which honestly, I don't mind because I think it's not worth. Because look at this. He still has 1, 2, 3 camps up. I only have 2 camps up, right? So my camps are respawning while I'm dead. More of my camps are respawning than his. He has 1, 2, 3 camps that are respawning. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I kind of have an advantage there. And the fact that Alawi can actually use the pressure of the red buff to actually win her lane, like I think it's just a net positive for us overall. I'm pinging towards. I want to go towards bot lane here, so I can use the Rift Herald mid or bot, and look for a play onto the dragon that's about to spawn. So again, before I do any plates, I clear my wolves and my Grom together. This is called quadrant clearing. So whenever you want to make an aggressive play, always quadrant clear and then go for your play. So I was thinking here, maybe I can go for a lane gank, go through the bushes here. Unfortunately, I don't have my sweeper to sweep this. So I'm kind of like walking up, looking for something. Unfortunately, right here, Nami hits her R in order to stop the Ashe, but it inadvertently cancels my Q, unluckily. I'm not sure if that gives vision. I want to check that really quickly. Because if it doesn't give vision, I could have waited longer. I think when it hit me, it gives vision. No, I showed accidentally. So what happened here, Nami went outside of the tower range, so I just ulted her so I could clean her up. And then I go back here. I think I dropped Rift Tail here, and then me and Alistair go and fight. So I'm trying to save Alistair from the Hecarim, and then he gets his combo off before he dies, so that's huge. And then I'm able to Q auto. I auto the Kai'Sa one more time. I'm trying to pull the wave and see if I can get the wave to come in and crash so I can dive her. But then Fizz comes over. But I realized like he's so low HP. Syndra's just been destroying him mid lane, and he's the same level as me. Look at the Syndra's EXP. She's level 10. Fizz is level 8. This guy completely lost his lead because he kept roaming and lost so much EXP that now he's just behind. Even though he has 4 kills, he's down 55 or 45 plus 19 CS. How much is that? That's like 64. No. 74 CS behind the Syndra. He lands his fish on me, but I Q auto E him before he does his combo. I get one more auto off. I thought he was gonna E my Q, but it just happened to be that I Q'd fast enough to actually hit him, and he just dies there. And you see, this is what I mean by like Bruiser being so strong. Because when you build Black Cleaver first, which is what I've been doing, you're so strong. Like, you get so many strong stats. You get every stat that Vi wants. Attack damage, HP, ability haste. And it also gives you more penetration, so it makes your W even stronger. Kind of like stacks, if you will. And it also gives me movement speed every time I hit somebody. It's so powerful. The utility that Black Cleaver gives. Should pretty much always build it first on Vi. I think I'm considering even going Black Cleaver first over Eclipse. Here we get the dragon, and then I try to kill the Hecarim, and I kill him, but they kill me. But then Ashe turns and kills both Nami and the Kai'Sa, which is really huge. So that's just another net positive for us. If you go ahead and look at the gold values, even though we're even in kills, we are actually ahead in gold. And guys, once you hit your second item power spike, this is the most insane power spike you'll ever hit. It's way stronger than Eclipse Black Cleaver. I see like Ashe is kind of like cornered here. She does dodge his ulti, the Fizz ulti. But look at this. He roams again, loses another wave, and he's even lost the entire tower. He's lost like so much gold, giving up all these plates and this tower, that Syndra is just so much stronger than him. Look at the items here. Look at the gold. 5,000 to 7,300. If you're an assassin player that plays mid lane, don't roam so much that it's a detriment to you. This is a mistake I see a lot of players in this elo make. Even platinum. This is platinum 1, platinum 2, high platinum lobbies, guys, that these players are making. Don't be making these mistakes like this. If you get a lead, make sure that you can win your lane with it. He got a lead by roaming bot lane, which was really good, and he spotted me out from a ward. That's awesome. But if you're going to just lose all of the experience and all the gold and lose your tower early on, then you're literally going to lose the game for your team. Because now Syndra is just super strong and you can't match her. Look at this. Look at this. She's 2 levels on him. She's waiting here. Okay. I come in. I see that Fizz is like waiting over here, so I just come over and Q him and he's dead. I cancel the Kai'Sa R so she can't kill the Syndra. And so does Alistar. Like she pushes him back after I ult. So she just dies. And now they're kind of like losing, taking all these duels so that they lose. They were so desperate for the Syndra that they got baited into trying to fight us. And now I'm just living in the Hecarim's jungle. Alistar gets his stun off. I try to get in range to Q the Hecarim. He dodges me. But look how strong I am here. I'm able to tank all of that damage and still fight here. I tried to like sidestep that. And then Fizz throws his ulti, so I just like come back. And I hide out of Fog of War. Wait for Fizz E. And then I go in on him. And now he's just... Look how weak he is, guys. He's just so weak. And then we kill Nami right after. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can tank so much damage. And it doesn't even matter what happens. That's why I'm convinced that, you know, the Bruiser build is probably just better. Because I wouldn't be able to make plays like that if I was burning the Assassin build. The Assassin build, you're kind of like playing very, very cautiously. And if you like misstep one time, like it's very unforgiving. I'm thinking now, like in hindsight, the Assassin build is probably better if you're going to go like full damage. Where you go like, I don't know, Duskblade, Collector, Lord Doms into Infinity Edge. And once you're at that point, then you're super strong and you just delete everybody. I clear all of Hecarim's top side and then he's like, all my jungle is gone. So he starts recalling and then I just kill him. I don't know, he was just standing still. He could have ulted away. He could have gotten away if he wanted to. But I think he was just so tilted by the fact that I'm taking his camps that he's like, okay, I'm just going to reset. One thing I find about full clear junglers, don't let them full clear. You need to put pressure on the map. You need to invade their jungles. Put them in uncomfortable positions so that they have to mess up. Or they make risky plays and allows you opportunities to capitalize on their mistakes, you know? When Hecarim found out I took his red and his Krugs, he was pissed. You could tell that that guy was angry by the fact he just walked up into my bot side jungle and died. Like, that's what happens, guys. Like, if you're a full clearing jungler, what you always need to do is drop a ward on the opposite side. And if you see you get invaded, you invade my top side. So that's what he needs to do, right? But instead, he just decides to full clear down, autopilot straight into his jungle. And now he's in a terrible position. Let's press tab for a second here. My Ashe is extremely strong right now, by the way. Olaf was like running down my Ashe over here in my bot side jungle. I'm able to trade for it though. And I see like Alistar like really low right here. But even though I'm missing like so much HP, like I only have 1400 HP here, I'm still in a position to actually fight these guys. Which is crazy. You'd think like, oh, this is a bad fight to take, but no. I have my 2 item power spike and I can take this fight. Alistar goes down, but look at this. Look at this, guys. Like, it's just so gross. I'm so strong. 2 item power spike. Just so powerful. You can literally 1v3. If you can reach each person with your Q, you can 1v3. It's that strong. Q auto E, R auto E, the first target. And then you can turn on to the other 2. And as long as they don't have like a lot of DPS, you can kill them. So here I'm just taking this dragon. I see Fizz here. I was looking for him for a second. I find the Nami here. I ult to block the CC from her bubble. She tries to flash away, but that does not work. Olaf goes on my Ashe again. And I die here. I die here. So the only person who has enough damage to actually kill me is the Olaf. Olaf has his ultimate where he can just like ignore CC. So that's why he beats me pretty hard. The only way I beat him is if I fight him with my team, or if I like delay my the fight. So what I mean by that is like I go in and then I come out and then I come back in the fight later when he's actually able to take CC. Because if I just go in while his ult is up, then I'm pretty much just I guess CCing myself. Because when my Q goes off, I'm not auto attacking, and when my R goes off, I can't auto attack either, and he can just keep hitting me, right? But Ashe comes here, picks up the Olaf here with her ult. Now she's trying to run down the Nami and the Kaisa. And I'm pinging like I'm on my way. And this is very important, guys. When you're chasing people, never just because you don't see them on the map, don't assume they're just in their base all of a sudden. You want to approach it like a gank, okay? Whenever you're chasing people, approach it like a gank. How are you going to approach a gank? You're going to stay outside of vision, cut off their escapes, right? This is another concept I like to teach people, because you can still find people. Like, you need to think about this. You have an 8-second window to catch up and find where this guy is recalling. Is he recalling here? Is he recalling here? Here? Is he recalling like right behind here? We need to find where the Kaisa is, right? Look where she is. So I'm treating it like, even though I can't see her, I'm still chasing her, right? I don't know where she is here, but look at this. She starts recalling right here. And look at that. She even uses her ults. And you can see now I'm 16, 5, and 4. I'm super strong. And at this point in the game, like, I'm never going to let them come back. I missed my flash Q here, but it doesn't matter. I just R. I probably should have just R Q'd. Or Q to get in range and then R. I do this a lot where I'll end up saving my R more than I save my flash. But that's just how the game goes with Vi. Because your flash is just more effective. And your R is kind of a risk to use sometimes because you're self-CCing. And if like his whole team is there, then I want to run away. I don't want to stay there for 2 seconds while they can all hit me, right? That's why sometimes it feels better to just use flash to kill people than to use my R. Especially if you don't have enough information. Now here, I'm just clearing out the mid wave. We see Fizz over here, and I'm like, maybe I can go for Fizz, but I'm like, I'll let him reset, and I'll just take the Hecarim's of bot side camps. He can't contest me. I'm 4 levels up on him. And he really thinks I'm just gonna let him take his Krugs. We both ult each other. It cancels my CC, cancels his CC, and I end up killing him. So here I'm just charging for pressure. I missed the Kaisa. If I hit Kaisa there, I'd be okay. Like, I would be safe, because then I could just walk away. But if I queued in too deep, then I would be under attack by the tower if I did hit her. And that would be a little bit scary. A little bit risky. One thing with Vi is she's not good at sieging at all. She's really bad at sieging. So what you have to do is you kind of have to like threaten that you're going to go in. And like pretend you're going to go in with your Q. And if it's good, then you can go in. And so you pretty much like pick and choose your fights. Or what you can do is just side lane. Like, I really like just side laning as Vi, because you can shove towers really fast. You can pretty much fight. I can fight anybody here except for Olaf. Olaf is the only person who's going to beat me 1v1. So if I see Olaf, I just run away and I'm fine. The beautiful thing about Olaf is he doesn't have any like movement abilities, so he can't just chase me. Like, I can Q over the wall, and like every time I touch a bush, I have speed. So the best thing for me to do is probably just to go in the side lane here and take this inhibitor. But I opt for grouping up with my team. I mean, I see Olaf here, and I go in on him, but then I go out. You see, remember what I said before? It's okay if I start to go in on Olaf. I start baiting all of his abilities and force him to use everything, and then I can jump out. But then once my abilities are back up, now I can go back in. See, my R and my Q is back up now. So here, I'm just waiting to see if get an opportunity to go back in. I cleared this Raptors camp really quickly so I can get some HP. Now I'm kind of playing like a flank angle here. I see the ward right here. And I'm kind of just leaving the fight to my bot lane. Now, how did I just like push topside? It would have been better because these minions would have been turned into Baron minions. Then they would have to split their team here and split their team here. That's why I was saying like it's really good to split push on Vi in these situations where you're not able to bring value in a siege. The only value you kind of bring is like peel, but Olaf is just gonna run through me. So how much peel can I really give my Ashe? It's not like I'm gonna burst him so fast that I'm gonna keep her safe. She can her and the Syndra, if they can target him together, then he just dies like that. See? So it's not even peel for me. It's just like the fact that we deal so much damage that he can't like just straight run at us anymore. And this is gonna be the end of the game here. And with this game, we're only 1 win away from Platinum. So stay tuned if you want to see more. And this is Classical Kill, out.